Even with the perfect mattress, diet, and exercise routine, your mindset can still make or break your sleep quality. In Sleep Hacks Series Volume 8, we focus on the psychological side of sleep, how your thoughts, beliefs, and mental habits influence your ability to relax and rest. How stress and anxiety block sleep. Stress and anxiety are two of the most common culprits behind modern sleep struggles. Even if your body feels tired, your mind might keep racing long after you turn off the lights. Understanding the link between chronic stress, overthinking, and insomnia is essential if you want to build long-term sleep health. At the root of this connection is your body's fight or flight response. When you perceive danger, whether real or imagined, your brain activates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis. This system floods your body with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, increasing heart rate, sharpening focus, and preparing you to respond to threats. While this response is vital in emergencies, it becomes problematic when triggered by everyday worries, bills, work deadlines, social situations, or even the fear of not being able to fall asleep. When you lie awake at night, replaying conversations or planning tomorrow's to-do list, your brain interprets these thoughts as threats. The more you try to force yourself to sleep, the more your stress response ramps up. This creates a cycle. Anxiety prevents sleep, and lack of sleep increases anxiety. Chronic stress also shifts your body's circadian rhythm. High evening cortisol levels can delay melatonin production, pushing your natural sleep window later. Over time, this can lead to difficulty falling asleep, sleep onset insomnia, frequent nighttime awakenings, or waking up too early and being unable to fall back asleep. Even seemingly small stressors can add up. Things like checking emails late at night, scrolling through social media, or worrying about minor frustrations all contribute to a heightened mental state that interferes with rest. Research shows that people with high trait anxiety often experience more fragmented sleep, spending less time in restorative deep sleep and REM stages. Importantly, the mind doesn't distinguish between physical and mental stress. Overexercising, undereating, or consuming excessive caffeine can mimic anxiety's effects on the sleep cycle. That's why addressing stress holistically, including both lifestyle and mindset, is key. Recognizing this stress-sleep connection isn't meant to make you feel helpless. It's the first step toward reclaiming control. By understanding why your brain resists sleep when it feels unsafe or overwhelmed, you can begin using specific cognitive and mindfulness techniques to break the cycle. Strategies we'll explore in the next sections. Cognitive behavioral strategies for better sleep. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, is one of the most well-researched and effective methods for improving sleep without medication. It focuses on changing thought patterns, behaviors, and habits that interfere with rest. In this section, we'll break down some of the core strategies from CBTI: thought reframing, stimulus control, and acceptance practices that you can start applying today to improve your sleep mindset. Thought reframing is about challenging unhelpful beliefs related to sleep. For example, many people think, if I don't fall asleep right now, tomorrow will be ruined. This thought creates pressure, making it even harder to relax. Reframing replaces that thought with a more balanced one. Even if I get less sleep tonight, I'll manage tomorrow as best as I can. Over time, reducing catastrophic thinking around sleep lowers anxiety and allows natural sleep processes to take over. Stimulus control addresses the association between your bed and wakefulness. If you've spent many nights tossing and turning, your brain may start linking your bed with frustration instead of sleep. The rule here is simple. Use your bed only for sleep and intimacy, not for reading, watching TV, or checking your phone. If you can't fall asleep within 15 to 20 minutes, get up and do a quiet activity in dim light until you feel sleepy again. This helps retrain your brain to see the bed as a place for rest, not worry. Acceptance practices come into play when you notice yourself battling your own thoughts about sleep. Instead of fighting insomnia, CBTI teaches acceptance techniques that reduce resistance. Mindfulness-based strategies like acknowledging sleeplessness without judgment. I notice I'm awake right now, and that's okay. Help break the cycle of anxiety fueling insomnia. Other helpful tools include sleep restriction, limiting time in bed to match actual sleep time, gradually increasing as sleep efficiency improves, and setting consistent wake-up times, even after a bad night's sleep. These approaches reinforce a stable sleep-wake rhythm and support long-term improvements. The power of cognitive behavioral strategies lies in their long-term effectiveness. Unlike quick fixes or sleep aids, these techniques address root causes, changing the way you think and behave around sleep. In the next section, we'll layer on mindfulness and meditation as additional tools to help calm nighttime anxiety and support restful sleep. Meditation and mindfulness for nighttime calm. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful tools for calming the mind before bed. While cognitive strategies help reshape your thoughts about sleep, mindfulness helps you relate to those thoughts differently, allowing them to pass without getting caught up in them. In this section, we'll cover practical exercises and meditation techniques designed specifically to reduce sleep-related anxiety and create a peaceful mental environment. One of the simplest mindfulness practices is body scan meditation. This involves lying in bed and slowly bringing awareness to each part of your body, starting from your toes and moving up to your head. As you focus on each area, notice any tension or sensation without judgment, then gently let it go. Body scans help shift your attention away from racing thoughts and into the present moment. Another effective technique is guided imagery. Picture yourself in a calm, peaceful place, like a quiet beach, forest, or mountaintop. Engage all your senses. Visualize the colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures. Guided imagery helps replace stressful thoughts with relaxing mental images, making it easier to drift into sleep. Breath awareness meditation is also highly effective. Simply focus on the rhythm of your breathing, observing each inhale and exhale without trying to change it. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the breath. This anchors your awareness in the present and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering heart rate and preparing the body for rest. For those new to meditation, using apps or audio tracks can be helpful. Platforms like Calm, Insight Timer, and Headspace offer sleep-specific meditations ranging from 5 to 30 minutes. Sleep stories or ambient soundscapes can also support relaxation if silent meditation feels challenging. A key principle of mindfulness is non-striving. The goal isn't to force sleep, it's to create conditions where sleep can naturally arise. Accepting wakefulness without frustration often paradoxically helps sleep happen more easily. By incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your nightly routine, you build a mental habit of calmness that gradually reduces sleep-related anxiety. In the next section, we'll explore how to tie all these strategies together into a consistent, supportive evening mindset routine. building a sleep-supportive mindset routine. Developing a sleep-supportive mindset routine means creating consistent mental habits that help you wind down naturally each night. It's not just about what you do, it's about creating a mental environment where rest feels easy and automatic. In this section, we'll walk through how to structure evening rituals, reinforce helpful mental habits, and use affirmations to support long-term sleep health. Start with a clear wind-down ritual. This is a predictable series of steps you follow each evening to signal to your mind and body that it's time to shift from activity to rest. A typical wind-down routine might include dimming the lights, making a cup of herbal tea, journaling for 5 minutes, and practicing a brief meditation or body scan. Consistency is key. Performing the same set of actions each night helps build a habit loop where your brain associates these behaviors with sleep readiness. The goal is to reduce mental decision-making and create a smooth transition from wakefulness to rest. Next, focus on mental habits. One of the most helpful is evening reflection. Instead of ruminating on what went wrong during the day, take a moment to write down 3 things that went well or that you're grateful for. Gratitude journaling has been shown in studies to reduce sleep latency and improve sleep quality by shifting focus away from stressors. Affirmations are another powerful tool. These are short, positive statements you repeat to yourself that reinforce a calm, sleep-supportive mindset. Examples include, "My mind is calm and ready for rest. I release the day and welcome peaceful sleep. I trust my body to rest when it's ready." Repeating affirmations, either silently or out loud, helps redirect your thoughts away from worry and toward relaxation. You can write them in your journal, post them near your bed, or incorporate them into a mindfulness practice. Finally, review your sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom supports your mindset routine. Cool, quiet, dark, and free from unnecessary distractions. If possible, keep your phone and work materials out of the bedroom to reinforce the mental boundary between sleep and wakefulness. By combining structured evening rituals, gratitude reflection, affirmations, and a calming sleep environment, you create a comprehensive mindset routine that supports both immediate relaxation and long-term sleep health. Over time, these habits reinforce each other, making restful sleep feel less like a struggle and more like a natural, reliable part of your life. If restless thoughts have been keeping you up at night, this series is for you. Share your favorite sleep mindset tips in the comments and subscribe to the Daily Health Shift for more weekly wellness insights.